People ask me sometimes detailed questions about physiology, anatomy. I don't pretend to have any expertise there. I don't. I understand how complex the body is. The way I think about this, you may remember names like Al Unser and A.J. Foyt. No, you're too young for those. These were some of the big race car drivers when I was a kid. I don't pay attention. I don't know who these guys are anymore. I'm sure there's probably a top 10 who are always vying for these things. These were some of the big names when I was a kid. And I could imagine, I'm sure these guys understood internal combustion engines perfectly well. But they didn't have to. They had a team of very highly paid mechanics. All they had to know was how to operate the vehicle. They didn't have to understand what was going on inside the engine. It's the same with us. I teach people how to operate this vehicle. I'm not pretending to understand all the inner workings. Don't have to know that. Okay? If we know how to operate the car, what's going on behind that doesn't really matter too much. As long as it's working properly, we don't have to know it. And the big difference between this vehicle and the vehicles sitting in the carport over there is that those vehicles can't heal themselves if they're broken. They can't fix themselves. So somebody has to know. With these, nobody has to know. Not really. If we give this the conditions it needs, it will almost always bring itself back to wholeness if we give it the opportunity. Okay, so it's really very different. The analogy, which I frequently use and many other people use, with cars and other things, it breaks down. It's very different because this is a completely self-cleansing and self-healing organism. And even if we don't understand any of it, except how to operate it, this is what goes, you need to know what kind of fuel to put in your car. That's how to operate it. Same thing is true here. You have to know what goes in here and how much. Okay? You have to know when you're taxing the vehicle beyond its ability to recover from that. Okay? You have to know when to allow it to rest. You can't let it sit forever. You have to know when to exercise it. Okay? It's no different with the human body. When we know how to meet the body's needs, we know how to operate the vehicle, that's all we really need. The rest will truly take care of itself if we give it the opportunity and conditions. And that's all that fasting is. Okay? So I hope that's been helpful for you.